Started this off, headshots going in with Smike. My right hand's also invited, but it is going to be Shox and Scream. I love when I hear them laugh. Shox, he's got, oh, what? How does he pull this back? They go down 2 members early, and Shox again shows off Flare with his accuracy. And it's Angel that now sits outside, thinking he could wrap around, close the round out quickly and easily as they would pincer the upper bomb site, but they're divided, they're isolated. He still will catch Scream off guard. Now they're going to push toward ramp together. They know Shox was left on the floor. He's got to rotate around, but actually, they're reverse thinking this. They're actually going beyond that. He thinks the same thing, Shox. So he said, all right, they've got ramp. They've got to be going lower. Guess what? They go back to upper.
Should be around 4 hours. He said the bomb is down into 2 versus 1. Bondic and Angel remain, and Shox, he still thinks it's lower. He's going to realize right about now that's not the case. He hasn't got a kit or grenade, so we're going to be struggling here slightly to actually get back into this situation. There's still some antics going on in the studio, man. It's a bit distracting, but it's fine. I'm sure you're part of it somehow.
I'm part of everything, aren't I? Shox though, 1v2, bomb planted, has to work this out through Hut, and it's anticipated by Bondic, who gets above him to try and cut him off in the window. It's Angel instead that gets the kill, but very well done indeed by Hellraisers as they finally pick up a pistol, and, well, it's nuke T side. That's beneficial if they can get up to the 3 rounds early.
Well then, Hellraisers do take a lead for now, and well, I'm going to assume that G2 will be forcing into this one. Looks like they will. It's going to be Desert Eagles. You know, they're very proficient with those ones, but we'll see what the rifles do entail here for Hellraisers. 3 of them to be exact, 2 AKs, a Galil, and 2 UMPs. Not much for the CTs to work with here, but they will be focusing towards outside, but looks like Smith's just on top of that first box by Red, and actually gets taken down by Smite UMP there. Shox does reply though, 4 on 4, but a lot of damage taken in the process. Gets on to 12 HP. RPK chimes in, okay.
That's pretty impressive stuff from RPK again. The headshot accuracy continues to be prominent for G2, but this is the problem with Hellraisers now with this man advantage. They've given away 2 guns, but it's low HP for G2, and they're starting to wrap around on the catwalk. It's a lovely opportunity that they now are given on this new map. And low HP inside of Vent, though. Shox won't be spotted. RPK will through, but nearly gets the jump onto Bondic, who goes down to 30 HP against the Galil. Armor beneficial in this factor for G2 as it got the damage in without the aim punch, contributing to missed shots. Angel, though, will close out on Scream. It's left to Shox 1 versus 3. He's got to climb a ladder. And the ladder leads to nowhere but death.
It does.
In case you were wondering.
In this case,
it's not the stairway to heaven.
2-0 for Hellraisers. This is still a very CT-sided map. So it's exactly what they needed after the battering they took on Dust 2, 13-2 in the first half, and they're looking to best that. It looks like they've already got the same amount of rounds they did in the first half on the first map, so it's not a bad start at all. It's going to be a full EK here for G2, so you would assume that this will be a round game in their favour, but you never know. As there is, the servers crashed.
I like it. It's
radio cast map.
No, it's
go on.
Well, we can't. We're not in the server.
You could still give it a go, I reckon.
Right. So right now, the feet not stopping as they try and run in through lobby. It seems endlessly tiring, though, as gravity...
An upset, some would say, considering the form G2 have shown to be in so far.
Yes, well, but, and also that, I was going to mention at...
why does everyone in chat always tell us to kiss? Why do they do, what do you think is ever going to happen? Is go, you know what, guys?
Secretly,
you keep typing in chat, so we're going to do it.
It's vicarious, Henry. They all want to kiss us. So if we just kiss each other, they can all live through that experience.
I think one day we'll have to do a charity.
Charity kiss?
Yeah, just to shut everyone up, get some money in there.
That's going to make it worse. That's going to make it, but if there's money involved, I will sell out.
Yeah, well, we'll plan some charity events. I think you're already doing the no shave thing. We're saving that for November. I
can do it. I'll just, you know, tell you what, if everyone just uses this website that I found, I'll just not shave until Christmas.
What's the website?
csgosadokist.com.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hasn't been shut down my valve.
Point I was going to make, Henry, if you'd stop going off on these random tangents and actually focus on real life for a second.
Okay.
Is that Cologne G2 looked, they played this map. They did try to play this map. I remember they were showing each other smokes. They weren't really set into it. So maybe they've played it since. I don't know. It's been about a month and a half. We'll see if they could get some time into it.
I think they would. I think they realise now the underdog teams they play against are always going to try and force them into it. The vetoes these days normally ban, pick. So you're going to be forced into it at some point. So I think they've definitely put some work into this. We're still paused, of course. We're told it was ready to go, but we'll see what's going on. They are adjusting weapons in the CT side of G2. We'll have a look at their buy. Pause comes undone. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back into it. It's a double AWP set up for G2. So Smith's body going to be going in with those weapons. Scream, of course, is on the M4. Same with Shox and RPK as well. So obviously we didn't see the first gun round. We can't really speculate as to what happened. I assume it was something fast from Hellraisers. I'm interested to see what they bring to the table here. But here we go then. Like we said, a lot of teams sort of focus their defaults towards the outside area. Let's see what that smoke lands. I haven't actually seen that one before. If that actually goes towards heaven, that's kind of sick.
That's pretty sweet. Anders did actually a few of these smokes on a theory crafting video. You can actually smoke off the entire rear catwalk, which doesn't seem viable, but you can just like walk through a tunnel of smoke toward heaven. So that one kind of covers off. I expect to try and wrap it outer, which is the intention right now. But Smith's, he's not blinded up on this. He's just going to watch Red Crate, make sure that they cannot get towards Secret instead. That's the AWP he'll try and do it with, the second of which has Body's fingerprints all over it and blood on the walls behind the shot that was fired as Sticko falls down. So decent start for them to bring this into a one-man advantage. 4 now versus 3, totaling 7. Illuminati confirmed.
That's what I'm thinking. Well, G2 do have the advantage, but not for long. Bondik finds the headshot towards Shock. 3 versus 3 now, 1 minute remaining as well. They have utilities to work with. Smiths does adjust himself to CT spawn, trying to get that first shot. And there is a terrorist coming on the corner as well. That's going to be Bondik. And time starting to tick away now. Looks like Bondik's trying to wait for his teammates to show their hand towards upper, and he'll be the backup as they go towards that side. Smiths is going to go out towards heaven as well. RPK in a great position. That's the Molotov you were discussing before from the skylights area. Lands on top of the hut, moves the CTs out of position. But 30 seconds now. The next move probably will be the last. Now it's Bondik who may be making the first move here before his teammates go in.
Second time he's gotten out to this position, and unlike a lot of teams that are trying to capitalize on the new catwalk position, he's going old school. He's staying on the ground.
Oh god, this is perfect.
It could be. Looking the wrong way. Oh, AWP, and it comes back the other way. Smith's timing is his favorite friend. Maybe his only friend, but it's RPK that wants to come over and pretend to be his friend, at least, as Zero and Smite go down.
Oh.
And G2 finally get around, so there we go. But reset is a factor.
Bondik had him completely like outsmarted, outpositioned, and then the timing working so the moment he decides to drop, he turns around. And there's Bondik waiting for him at the top, and he's taking over the AWP. So there it is. G2 find their first round, but still in a pretty precarious situation. They do manage to save double orbs here, but needs to be winning this round. It's the CT side of the map. If they were to lose it, Cash would not be amazing. And stick out that same smoke towards heaven. Like you said, it does give them more options to the wrap around towards outside. Orb can't be such a factor. But Smith's looking at the first shot, blind, but does not land the first orb shot. Now Scream's in a difficult position, but there's flying terrorists all over the place. He has given away a few bullets there, but finally lands a headshot towards Bondik.
They are much more scary than regular walking terrorists, by the way. The ones with wings, you got to watch out for. Angel, though, gets Scream, and they're going to try and wrap again. Smiths once more AWP, showing off, perhaps, that he's got another map other than Dust 2 that he can be a specialist on as he avoids the damage coming through from Zero. And just like that, it's just Smike and Sticko remaining bomb down outside as well. They're going to try and hunt down and isolate Smiths. I highly anticipate, okay, the rotation in from Shocks will do it alone. But I was going to say a push from Heaven would also be a factor, and Body did exactly that. Sticko, meanwhile, will get RPK, but then decides the plummeting to the ground and losing half his life. Half-Life 3 confirmed is far more important than trying to clutch the round.
Sticko now. Oh, there it is. G2 give a kill away. Smith standing in the open, potentially not anticipating he would be this far in towards this side of the map, and now he has an opportunity to get a headshot as well. He needs to be careful. He hasn't got the bomb guy, so at least force him into the side before you start facing one by one. It looks like they do fancy a little bit more of the action here. 30 seconds remaining though. Sticko, not quite sure how safe he is. And this is madness from the CT player at the top there. I haven't got the PC, so I can't see who it is. It's going to be, I think it's Shoxy.
Yeah.
He does avoid it for now. They can see the time is very low. There's no real reason for them to actually overface that, considering where the bomb was, but they get away with it for now, and it's going to be 5-2. Still plenty of money available for Hellraisers, as you can see on the screen right now. It's 7k for Bondik, 6 for Zero. We haven't seen them pick up the AWP yet on the T side, I don't think, at least. Here's a kill chance. We haven't really seen him. Angel 8 for 3. Important
they avoid that reset.
Yeah, absolutely. Still not out of the woods just yet, though. That reinvestment back into this round. Yeah, sure, to full buy, but they only left themselves about $500 each, so Hellraisers is going to keep applying the pressure here. That incendiary does not help the CTs, but it's fine. No one's coming toward that way anyway.
That's AWP.
Those are the smokes we're talking about.
Yep, that's the exact 2 you meant. Look at you, Henry. It's like you watched the game. This is kind of cool.
This is, we saw this. This is, who was doing? Glade was doing this. So it gives you like an almost one-way opportunity as well to actually get those initial kills. I'm sure it'll be locked down eventually, but for now it seems like a very powerful position.
Zero flashed inside of the lobby.
The what's great about those smokes as well, because the CTs have no vision whatsoever. You could just throw those smokes, not send anyone towards Seeker, and you know you've rotated CTs regardless. You could then send 5 players towards ramp, and then you've got them really discombobulated in terms of their info they have and where they're going to be positioning themselves as well. So those 2 smokes almost every single round is a great way to approach each gun round, because it means they don't really have much information as to what's going on. You can play with that.
On deck, blinded up. He's still trying to line up that crosshair where he had it, knowing RPK was somewhere nearby, but...
Was that needed?
I don't know why he peeked with the Molotov. Especially not in that fashion. Body lines up 1, drops down, trying to stay efficient. Now he can afford to rotate back down on this ramp position because they haven't lost Turnpike just yet. Now they have. That's a problem. So you cannot lose the player at Turnpike without winning a fight inside a ramp. And if you lose both, the options become unlimited. However, keep in mind they are still 2 to the 3 of G2, and Shox, he's going to just wait this out. He wants to play this in the best case scenario. They try and plant top silo to catch them off. Zero, he'll get caught by this. Where's the bomb gone? Down on the floor. AWP grab, but not the bomb. 10 seconds, he's got to go for this. He's lost sight of it. It's on the ground. Sir, it's beside you. It's blinking. What is he doing?
Well, let's pretend that didn't happen. It was right in front of him, but I guess he hasn't got a big yellow outline that we have.
Zero stands for 0 eyes.
Maybe. A little bit awkward towards
You know what? You could be right. We have the big yellow outline. Maybe the blinking, the blue radiant light. If he's playing on digital vibrance or something, maybe it's really bright.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But
speculation.
It's not as apparent as what we see, but there it is. It's going to be G2 picking up another round here. 5 to 3 now. 3 in a row for G2. They've got the auto shotgun out and MP9. Probably a decent time to do that. You can see this could be an eco pretty much for Hellraisers. It's 7 AWP. Surely going to be in the hands of Smike, taking that outside. And he's going to have Incendiary landing at his feet, but let's move on. Looking to find that kill on towards Smiths, but it's going to be Sticker to strike first, actually. He gets a headshot on Shoxy there. 5 and 4. They still have an orb. Haven't managed to recover the weapon just yet. There's still plenty of time to work with here. And it'll be up to Smith to actually do anything about this. It's Bondic. He's on the roof of a Glock. Not the best position for that weapon.
Angel's trying with the Deagle.
Your vest is there. Matt, you left it.
I'm sorry?
You missed it's a little like yellow vest on a hanger.
Oh, I thought that was DDK's.
I'll show it to you.
Did you call it a vest finally instead of a, what do you call those normally?
I say a vest. You can say wife beater if you want.
That's a wife beater. Right. Wife beater is what we say, or tank top. You guys say vest. And we call a waistcoat a vest. Smith starts it off. Hellraisers, they lose Angel's hand in this round. As Bondic once more is going to be up on the roof, blew at those vents, or the skylights early, I should say. Hasn't really taken advantage of them just yet. Smoke off on Hut as well will slow and deter any activity toward the upper bomb site, which is heavily guarded right now by the CT's body. Meanwhile, he's alone over toward the opposite side at ramp, and they'll push him back. Now, pushing him back, Scream's normally the one that would be rotating onto Turnbike and try and catch them rotating all the way through, but he's not there fast enough. He was still supporting it upper based on the activity, based on the skylight play. So instead, they've just kind of got to let them get that little bit of map control, but don't give them any more. Don't allow them to push any further. So Bondic will hold at the bottom of the ramp, and it'll be Scream to watch from ladder in case they do push through. It's down below, that they go, but a rotation already in from Shox, and he'll watch from the control room. How much control of the situation can he really get when they've already spotted him out and 2 players facing at the same time? He'll drop. Bondic watching Vent, excuse me, as I choke on my own saliva. I'm not very intelligent sometimes. Smike's going to get 2 kills. And Body, the one who rotated down at the first place in all this, is still alive inside of the site. Don't peek. Oh, I wanted him to just stay and just try to make something out of this. Didn't have a kit, so it was very unlikely he could pull the ninja, but he does get 1 kill out of it, and that's it.
All right, it's a very impressive approach down to the lower bomb site, very fast, and took over toward that ramp area. You can see the CT's doing the correct orb, 2 AKs, a Deagle and a Tech 9 to work with here. But lots of utilities, lots of execution potential here. But it's a scout in the hands of Smith. I assume he'll be outside with Body and his orb towards the ramp still.
Scream. Waiting, patient. The M4 does see Hellraisers. Angel showing himself. That smoke goes, well, really nowhere that's effective, to be fair. He doesn't quite make it farther in return, though, so no damage dealt, no harm, no foul. Your foul, HenryG.
Your foul. Well, it's going to be an outside play, the default once again from the terrorists. Just trying to use that silo positioning and see whether they can do anything with the outside area. Maybe rotating back towards lobby now. Zero is still holding towards Squeaky, the bomb in the hands of Smike. He falls back. They still have 3 smokes remaining as well, so Interesting to see where they go with this one. Smike will be going into face towards ramp, and Bondic, the main entrance, trying to do what he can, but RPK takes him down from the top of the hut.
Body's going to watch this rotation around, missing a big shot though. That's crucial because now he'll go down to 12 HP. He has to go up the rabbit hole and wait it out. Not only does it give them ramp, but the potential to capitalize on his position. This is actually a bit smarter because they know the timing is such that if he's already supporting, the rotation's already come in. So they'll take advantage. Window gets blown out, confirms to Scream that they've gone that direction, but he still doesn't have a lineup jumping through though. Angel's going to give himself up. Scream. Know you for accuracy, not missing. Sticko's gonna get body back, bomb planted, but Scream's walk back in and found another. It's RPK that's gonna try and help him out in doing so, but it's Shox instead. And they love this plant, Hellraisers, don't they? Yeah, well, it's definitely hard to deal with in the CTs. If you try and defuse, there's not gonna be much to actually give you cover. You can't really throw a smoke on top of it. There's only one place to really sit. So it does make sense to some extent. It's definitely a little bit risky trying to get it down there, but if you can successfully do it, then why not? And it will be G2 a pretty clean round there, bringing it to 7-6 total. They managed to have a decent amount of weaponry saved as well. This is the replay from Scream, like you said. RPK though, he extinguishes it right away. It goes over the edge. He's got 2 kills as a result because they expect that to be covered off, and it's not. Guess what? The tank, it's full of gas. It's got 3 kills. And Hellraisers, Smike, and Zero have to try and pull this back. They've got it back down to just 3 remaining. Good Molotov's going to keep Scream and Smiths outside of the site. So body rotating around, it's going to have to be a pincer effect, and that might allow a bomb plant to come in. But the 7-second duration on that Molotov has expired, so they should slowly close back in against them. Smike's going to get clever, though. They're going to try and wait this out, give him a chance, but Smiths is ready for it. That would have been clever if they weren't expecting it. Try to just catch them inside the site, and Smike was able to pick up a lurk kill like that. But Body's going to close it 8-7. I'm
going to bring anything tactical, but it's going to be Scream with the Desert Eagle. We saw this in Dust 2, and he actually opened the map very efficiently indeed. Let's see what the buy for Hellraisers brings to the table. 3 sets of armor for them, and a smoke and a HE for Bondic and Sticker respectively. And Shoxy, he's got the only smoke available for G2 here, so where's he going to be going with this? Potentially something towards Heaven by the looks of things, the way he's setting up. We'll see whether that comes in. So here comes the smoke. Yeah, that will be towards Heaven. Flash comes in as well. I assume his teammates will be doing something with this. It's actually going towards ramp, so it's a bit of a fake towards the upper side, and then going towards ramp, and this body this time to get the first kill. Shox chimes in as well, and it's going to be an upper split from Heaven.
It is indeed. Bondic.
Oh, I see what they're doing with it. That's actually quite smart. So they use that smoke at the start of the round, and then it gives them cover as they come up the ladder from beneath CT side, and they can't get killed as they come.
That's actually pretty cool. That's very cool, actually. A conceal, a veil, to try and pull away. To kiss the bride, and RPK will kiss Angel straight in the face with a bullet from the Glock, and he's got another one on Bondic. Body will close out the round. G2 will go up 9-7. It's a pistol round in return for them, so both teams now winning their respective terrorist pistol rounds. Just
to reiterate why that's so smart. So, at the beginning of the round, Shoxy, he's on the roof, he does the Heaven smoke, and he does one flash as well through the skylight window. So the idea is it looks like, okay, it's a full upper rush, they're going to be doing something nice and quick, they wouldn't use that flash for no reason. That's the kind of bait out, and his CT utility might be on the side there. So if they don't want an upper with any utility nades or even a smoke or a flash, they'll be using that at the start of the round. In the meanwhile, his teammates are getting out towards ramp, they're getting those kills, they go beneath CT Heaven, and they're going up, and the time they go up the ladder as well is timed so nicely, they've got that nice veil, like you said, to actually get them into the upper area. So that's a really cool approach.
That might be the actual, I think, most clever pistol round we've seen yet.
Yeah, on Nuke especially.
Yeah, on Nuke. Angel might have to cap that one and break it down for some people. Angel's got the scout down below, but that's a very tough angle to try and aim straight up at, and as a result, he'll fall. RPK gets Sticko. Shox, SMG in hand will take down Zero. It's just Smike remaining. He's a little lost right now as well.
Well then.
He's been found.
Pretty easy round for G2 overall. Well, a single frag dropped, and this will be the full eco now for Hellraisers. You can imagine these SMGs can run havoc on this map. Nothing purchased for Hellraisers as of yet. 5 USPs. Nothing else coming in, apparently. So you'd assume G2 have a clean round. They could probably rush up at this point. There's Zeus there for Smike, though. So you know what that means, Matt. I've called you Mike guys 3 times in our career.
Don't worry about it.
It's going to be
it's 3 times that I will kill you.
Follow Smike the entire round.
Do it. He's actually going to go for this. Bait him in, Zero.
Here we go.
Bait him in. There's a player there, right around the corner. Body, who's got an AK as well, that could easily be picked up.
Who's going to bottle it first? The producer's shouting at Rush for...
Now he knows he's there. which actually still could bait him in because this is like an odd angle. You wouldn't expect this at all. He's trying to do it himself because Zero can't peek from there. Shock's going to get Angel. Doesn't matter though. Rushley's got priorities well in order.
Here we go.
And once again, doesn't work. Thanks, Rush. You've wasted all of our time. It's really good to have you here. And Scream going to come back into Sticko. And 5 versus 1 again is Bondic. Well, this means now 2 rounds where not a lot of kills coming in. Means no reinvestment. Potential for the bonus round.
There definitely is potential for it. So the bonus round means if you do have very clean first 3, first gun round, you have these SMGs available. You have a ton of cash. You're in a great position to shut down the CTs as considering they force bought on the second spot. Look, there's 3 sets of people that don't have head armor as well on the CT side. That makes those SMGs very viable, in fact. No warps. This is horrible for Hellraisers. They could actually drop to these Mach 10s, so this is a full bonus round, looking very promising as well. A lot of CT sides don't buy head armor against the AKs, but this SMGs is actually a bit of a problem.
Sticko mollies off toward Squeaky.
Is this the same pistol round? You can see Shock's in the same position to just the smoke again. They could go to ramp.
Yeah, they're on ramp. Difference is this time, where's Smike right now? This is the overlay throwing map. I think he's in heaven. Is Smike in heaven, Observer Rushley? No, he's on the floor, so he can actually catch the... So there's 2 things he can do, is either wait on the outside of the smoke for when they come up the ladder so they don't have that veal, or play at Turnpike so he wraps, cuts them off the ramp. And it's exactly that though, but he goes down, 1-for-1 trade, there's no one at ladder now, RPK gets Angel, they can do it. Smoke lands perfectly executed. If he is able to get 2 kills in that, it might be a different story, but Bondic's ready for it. He gets the call that they're coming, he knows the smoke's there for a reason, so he lets them walk through it with no vision, good counter. And it's a tough play. Once it's been figured out, it is tough to go through your own smoke in that regard.
Wow.
And again, the other option is if they can try and play a passive ramp and just give them the ramp room, but not the lower site themselves. If, in that case, Smike plays top ladder behind the smoke, like out towards CT spawn, you can just catch the kills on the way through. Bomb plant does come in though at 0-1 versus 2. 11-7.
Yeah, I really like that tactic. Obviously not just for the pistol. It's pretty efficient if you can get in towards the ramp room. And this time, that bonus round looks like it will work out for GT here. 0, the last player remaining. No kids, no grenades. Has this opening duel as well, but it's going to be Shoxy just getting out of there. That was a kill. That could have been the linchpin of getting into this situation. But he's going to have to pull back here, but oh my god, body's waiting for him. 12-7 now. This will be an eco for the CT, so looking like 13-7. They follow that tactic now for G2. It's very smart, like you said, but once teams start to work it out, it only has so many legs to it, you know, it's only going to last for so long. Bondig was ready for it that time. And it's just one of those tactics, you know, I think it's so good that you probably want to save that for like a big LAN or something like that, but Cat's out the bag now.
Cat is out of the bag. Thankfully, because that is animal cruelty to leave her in there.
Yes, so agree.
It's not wise. Plus, Jaden really wants to chase her, so it's fine.
Does she chase cats?
She does, but she's hilarious. She will not touch them. She'll literally get right behind them and just torment them. It's really funny. Of course, I'm responsible and would never let her do that.
Exactly. Okay, we missed the Zeus kill, Rush.
The one time it works. See, Rush is the problem. Everybody put Rushley 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the problem in chat. It wasn't Kiyoshima. It was Rushley all along.
All right then. Anyway, 4-on-4. GT's obviously still a massive advantage here. Sticker has got a FAMAS. How much did they invest into this round? He still has 3k, so I guess he had residual cash, but he'll be behind them at least. If you go on towards Sticker now, he's actually in a great position if the terrorists do face the body. He's in the upper bomb side. So there it is. There's a kill from Sticker. I did tell you to go there as well.
Can you go observe? I'll solo cast this
I'll go in the other room. I'll do it. I'll kick him off.
That'd be perfect. Well, Smike, USB in hand. I'm going to try and find something at outer, but not really much chance to do so as he's a bomb down beside him, but he's already been spotted. They don't kind of where he's playing that angle from. Scream's got the first shot onto Sticko. Found one before that body comes right back, but Bondic there sets the cross. They play the trades. They bait it off each other. Scream now has to clutch this back. He's got bomb, but they've got AKs picked up. No armor. Aim punch is a bit of a problem for them. He's going to stick this. 7 seconds. He has to. Scream looks for the peek. Finds one. Not double peeking, but 0 slides out, and it's just enough. Can't land the shot. Can't discharge the aim, and it will now be Hellraisers going to 8.
That looked like everything was set up perfectly there for Scream, but the gets the first kill, nails in. Like you said, Armor definitely is a...
Not done just yet, because Zero comes back around and clutches it back.
There's that man advantage, and then Smith to the AWP just runs down that close train situation by himself. That just didn't make any sense. That didn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, what's the best that can happen? He doesn't spot anyone, has to fall back and join his team anyway. Like, what's he going to do? Retake upper through the vents with an AWP? Like, what's the idea there? Just being a little bit too cocky, I guess, as to what he was going to do that round. But gives Hellraisers the round regardless. 13-9 now. Still enough money for the terrorists to get 5 AKs. Angel gets towards Secret nice and fast. And we're listening now for footsteps to see if anyone just try to do those 2 smokes and quickly in towards the Secret area. Still a big round for the CTs. 1 round does separate them for the full eco once again as they rebuy into this one.
RBK smokes toward Big. Body look toward the ramp. Chiro's going to play on the railing. Common crosshair placement from entry point on terrace perspective, though. As I say, they walk in and line it up. Smith gets the shot on Zero. Now that causes problems for Smike. But where does he play this from? He's going to go very passive toward the lockers. But they've already dropped down on the ramp. There's no one below, and G2 Esports have an open bomb site.
Yeah, Angel's still not rotated as well. He's actually at the top of Secret, and now he all start to rotate. But how did the CTs even do anything about this situation? They have an AWP, a FAMAS, and no positioning whatsoever. Needs to work out, is this going to worth another save considering the money situation? We'll be flashing. It looks like Angel will be falling back here. And they won't be going for it as they decide to fall back. Another wise decision. It's a difficult one to make considering the scoreline. You need every single round you can get, but that situation is not possible for them. Just to make a point as well, the next game we have tonight, EnVy versus NiP.
Yes.
EnVy have just announced they do not have Devil available. So Sixer, who's playing ABK at the next LAN, he'll be filling in for them. So an interesting storyline there, which should be a great series. Yeah. But I'm a little bit disappointed it won't be the full EnVy.
And Devil in that new role has stepped up his game a little bit, but not having him in and bringing in Sixer could maybe be a chance for promotion.
Yeah.
You never know. The things you don't know that you don't know.
Well, like we said, that was a big round for Hellraisers. G2 now 1 round away from match point here, looking for the 2-0. They've only got 1 point in Pro League so far. That was actually in the last map on Dust 2 against Hellraisers. If they can get 2-0 here, that would be great for them after winning the first half 8-7. Haven't given much away here on the terrorist side, so we go into round number 9. An AWP, FAMAS, and then 4 2 pistols for Hellraisers. Sticko hasn't even got armor, so let's see what he can bring to the table. Looks like another ramp rush, but Smike's ready for them this time. NWP works out for the first shot, but there's going to be this relentless aggression here from the terrorist. Smith with the MAC-10, nails the AWP, now it's a 4-on-4. Zero probably wants to fall back in this situation, but he knows he needs to find frags, and he just don't have the firepower to answer back to a full execution. Angel still towards Secret outside, and G2 with ramp control. We do say this at the gateway to the map. CTs don't have much vision as to what you're doing. You can get towards lower and up in this position. Can be very powerful. And it's Shoxy. He's actually working towards Hut. Will be taken down by Bonded though. He's ready in the tight angle.
Yeah, it certainly was. A gain from Heaven, so haven't seen as much from G2 in trying to use smokes. Aside from that one of the pistol, which we did say is the most clever, they used it again, but we haven't seen as much from smokes in Heaven on the way through, or Molotovs to try and limit the angles that you have to check. Right now they're just trying to brawl this.
Focusing on that ramp area, they're quite happy to go in quite cleanly without much execution. I guess it's probably the best way. It surprises the CTs if you're confident in hitting your shots.
Ooh. That's a problem though, RPK. That was a very good lineup for Sicko. He knew it was there. Angel opens doors late. That shows his feet. Head and shoulders, knees, and just the toes showing, but it's still going to be a flash the other way. Sticko gets blinded up by that. Scream's got movement to room to move, rather, excuse me. And he does get the shot on Sticko in return. But Bondic now trying to come back around from lamp late. Does this help him or does this not? They've climbed the ladder, top silo, going for the plant. He'll be in the open or do they go up? They just get an event, but he goes down. And that is the bomb. He's got to go back and face forward. Bondic nearly gets caught by the AWP as a result, but they do want to take the bomb back to upper. This will give Bondic a chance to try and capitalize. 12 seconds. Yeah. Oh, but he doesn't make the first jump. He could have got him in the open. He still might. Smith gets close. He wants to watch this angle. It's an AWP to do it with though in the smoke. Bondic's going to get out, but he's going to look the wrong way. Into the side he finds no one. Smith's beside him instead, and it's going to be map point for G2.
Yeah, and the money non-existent for hours pretty much. There's actually a no-scope from Smith as well. So could have gone either way if he didn't land the shot. Matt is standing up. What have you spotted?
Ice cream. Ice
cream. Right, pause the game. We're out.
I'm out.
He's gone. Matt's gone. I've lost Matt. FAMAS, UMP, that's all that's available for Hellraisers in terms of weaponry. There are 3 pistols as well. Matt is currently filling his face with ice cream.
Ice cream, you scream. We all scream for ice cream. Hellraisers screaming for a prayer but not the Satan to God. I don't really know what they're doing. Let's stop.
I don't know what that means, but
they need to win. That's all I'm saying. Shox, though, not going to allow it to happen quite so easily. He'll find Sticko. However, the Angels or the Devils, whichever you prefer, going to come up with 2 kills in return. And screen goes down. It's going to be Angel that's found, though, by Smith's wrapping around that outer AWP. Still wieldily in his hand. It's going to be Smike to try and catch him up, but look, body. On top of Red. That is a good position. You would never expect that.
Yeah, lovely shot from him. And it's going to be bonding, though. The fly in the ointment does get taken out pretty quickly, to be fair. 0 now. Pistol in hand. Needs this round to stay alive. And could get Smiths there. Smiths, once again, likes to die in this area, apparently. Will be avoiding death for now and does get the final kill. So there it is. It will be G2 taking the second map here. 2-0. Their final... Well, I guess their first arrival in Pro League. Actually getting the first 2 points after losing 6 maps on the trot. So I guess Just2 was